Okay, I'm trying out my new tablet holder here. I've got this tablet that I bought like 3 years ago, and I just have never used it the way I thought I would. And they just passed a law in Georgia where you're, in fact, I almost got a ticket for texting and driving. He gave me a warning since it was the very first day, and I said I forgot all about it and everything. And you know, I'm 69 and he's a white guy and I'm a white guy, so he gave me a break. And so I started thinking about getting, my daughter said she was planning to get a holder, and I started thinking about my tablet. The tablet, it's a 10.1 screen. So it's actually a perfect screen for this situation. And I went over to Micro Center. We have 2 Micro Centers in Atlanta. Many people can only use Micro Center on the web, but we in Atlanta have 2. One's about 15 miles from my house, I guess. So they have one where you use the generic cup holders that most cars have. I guess they're all the same size. Plus it has a way to expand to fit the cup holder. So I just, I'm on my way back from picking it up, and I did put the, set it up pretty quick. For a second I thought I was going to return it, but I lived with it for 5 minutes longer and I realized it was probably going to work out alright. As far as the New World Order stuff, I'm probably going through a motivation problem right now. I just don't see anything really happening to get excited about. I'm having trouble even just copying and pasting articles that might be of interest. And I've long since forgotten about doing any serious writing. And other than commenting on this or that thing and doing my deepest commentary really in videos like this, that's pretty much all I'm doing now, because once you've said a certain amount about the Jews, you can only just find new ways to say the same thing. And after you've done that for like 3 years, it's just, and you don't really feel most people want to hear about the topic, why put in all the effort? That's my view. And it is really now a matter of spreading the word and not just reinforcing everybody's feel-good ideas that we understand what's really going on. And somehow, some way, the Messiah is going to return and save us from the Jews. Fat chance of that, bro. Anyway, this is kind of nice. I'll probably be doing my videos in the car if I continue doing them like this. It is safer for sure. So I also tested out Netflix on the road here to see if you know, you happen to be at lunch and you just want to catch Netflix. Would my mobile internet be able to handle it? And of course this isn't 4K, so it has no problems handling it, so that's good news. Let's see, there was probably something I wanted to mention about the New World Order. I had a final falling out with Rodney Martin. It's clear to me Rodney Martin is just playing around with the racialist movement, just trying to piss everybody off. The only people he hangs around with are Jew-friendly alt-right types. He's really rejected by all racialists, but he pretends that he is a racialist, though he hates them all. So it reminds me of V.K. Clark in many ways. I wonder if they have the same handler. So Rodney's gotten used to having to prove he's legit, And, you know, for 7 years there was this idea that his wife's an Indian. So apparently he had this comeback to me on Twitter that he's shown the picture to even Luke Ford, so I'm a real idiot for not knowing all this shit. And of course, you know, I'm not a fucking idiot. Nobody knows you personally, Robbie, on the internet. You can have any woman be your wife for a day. That's why I say, give me wedding pictures. Give me several pictures that show that this person's been part of your life for many, many years. The paper had no reason to call your wife an Indian. That's an awful weird mistake to make. And so it's upon Rodney Martin to prove it. But do I really care? No. Because I consider Rodney Martin an intensely divisive creature. Evil in nature. Looks like I'm going to get stuck with the train here. Bummer. So what I might do is what I might do is, there's the train over there. What I might do is wait for this train to go by. Here, this is not the normal place that I go. But it will be free of the train earlier. And I guess that's it, guys. You guys have a good one.